If you don't know about this specific subgenre of YouTube, it's called Hood Anime YouTube. It is one of the most beautifully doomed subgenres on the entire platform. I think it's the most entertaining form of content on the platform in general. It is the perfect storm of creativity and self-sabotage all coalesced together. Some of the most charismatic, poetic, rhythm-built storytelling voices go to flourish systematically but die structurally under copyright laws and brand unfriendly marketing, because the very things that make them authentically magnetic are the same things that prevent them from scaling past the algorithm's velvet rope ceiling. They're never gonna make the big bucks, is what I'm basically saying. That beautifully cursed corner of the internet where some of the most electrifyingly, rhythmically, perfect and culturally resonant storytelling of our generation is being systematically strangled in its crib. Hood Anime YouTube isn't just a niche. It is a renaissance happening in a minefield. It's where voices such as I'm Kevin, look at him right there, right behind me. Beautiful storyteller right there. Huncho, another one. Codename Super. Rab So Pretty, who actually probably is making the most out of everybody because he's a little bit smarter with it. He's using AI, not AI overall. He's voicing over AI. It's very smart how he's doing it. Zephyr, CJ the Champ. They're probably strictly relying on sponsors at the most part, if they even get sponsors, because some sponsors don't want to touch copyright laws with a 10-foot pole. That's a little big thing there. But they don't just review anime. They do what Samurai Champloo did. They remixed it, and it's amazing. They are modern poets channeling energies of oral tradition through a PlayStation headset, maybe, because I heard one of these guys and it sounded horrible. Their audio quality was complete garbage, but I like it. They're blending the cadence and soul of AAVE with the universal language of hype. They don't just tell you what happened in an episode. Well, they baptize it in the fire of lived experience, turning a shonen fight into a barbershop parable and a slice of life moment into a stand-up special filtered through Twitter wit and poetic instinct. This is good. The editing. Oh man, that must take so long. It must take such a crazy amount of time to edit all those things. Language of itself, stuttering, rewinding, zooming in with the chaotic percussion rhythm of a beat drop. It feels more alive, more human than the sterile Wikipedia summary and a monotone voice that, oh yeah, this is good, this is the whole thing. But this very vitality, this raw, uncut cultural spice is the anchor chained to their ankle in the deep waters of corporate content. And I want to tell you as a warning, never make this kind of content. If you are a content creator, don't make this. And I'm going to do something that they should do. I'm going to show you a sponsor. Boom.
Hey, you actually stuck around for the ad? I'm so proud of you. Let me tell you what I'm pitching to you real fast. Here's something you can do when you're bored, playing games and getting paid for it. If you hit the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen right now, you see that popping up right there? Look at that. It's so cool. It's so convenient. You can sign up to freecash.com and start right away. Now, I know your inclination to say this is a scam, but I assure you, I tried it myself. I thought it was a scam myself. Actually, I did actually try it out and it actually worked. I didn't expect to actually get paid, but I'm getting moolah, baby. It's simple. Create an account with your email and password. It takes seconds, literal seconds. Inside, you'll see a wall of games, a bevy of things, and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through levels, and cash land straight into your free cash account. It's like turning your downtime into a side hustle without even noticing. Some people pull in $10 to $20 a day, but I've seen reports of much more moolah, Mr. Krabs. I've seen Scrooge McDuck numbers, and you could do this all while laying in your bedroom playing games on your phone. All they ask of you is that you spend your time playing the video games. They just want your time. Now, you could spend a little bucks in game to hit levels faster, which lets you unlock the bigger offers and payouts because you gotta hit the levels to get bigger payouts. That's how some users end up earning hundreds, even $500 or more on certain offers. It's crazy, but you don't have to spend anything. You can just stick to the free levels like I did and still cash out. The whole point is that instead of just sitting there scrolling endlessly through TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever, you're playing and earning at the same time. When it's time to cash out, you got options. You want to hit up PayPal, you want some gift cards, you can do whatever you want to. It's your decision. It's your world. I'm just living in it. So if you're curious, hit the link in my description or scan the code that's been on screen the entire time. You can just scan the code right there. You have the ability to just screen capture, scan the code, click the description. Make sure you do it through me, guys. Sign up for my link because I'm broke, guys. I'm doing this for the money, man. I got my family locked up. I'm begging you, please start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you'll get a $5 bonus to kick things right off. So go ahead and get the free cash right now. Freecash.com is zero CV. You're not responsible for any bodily harm, any extra harm, anybody getting destroyed, anybody getting hit with a meteor, anybody getting hit with a natural disaster, anybody getting hit with the power of God, anybody with God's wrath, any thunder striking your body, anybody that actually has kids because of this, anybody that gains thousands of dollars, they do not use that in order to attack me or strike me and send drones to my house to destroy my entire body. I appreciate it. That'd be lovely. Thank you. I would appreciate it a lot. And if you could enjoy this, just use my link in the description. Like I said before, use the QR code, go ahead and do that. Everything's bye.
Okay, back to whatever I was talking about before. What I love the most about Hood Anime YouTube and the YouTubers that make the content is the fact that they are better. Their craft of commentary is significantly better than the sanitized brand safe counterparts. There's people such as Mother's Basement or Giguk or Totally Not Mark, people that just review anime for their living on YouTube, who are very good at what they do and they're amazing, but it's completely different. Grand Line Review, I love you deeply, you're amazing, but you're not Hood Anime YouTube. They understand momentum. They command presence. They can hold your attention with nothing but the cadence of their voice and the sheer force of their personality. A simple recap becomes a masterclass in comedic timing and narrative flow stitched together with edits that feel less like a YouTube video, more of a cinematic experience. They have the raw talent to be the great cultural commentators of our generation, the next wave of digital storytellers. That's what they could be. But that talent is being funneled directly into a structural dead end, and that sucks. I think people such as I'm Kevin, Codename Super, and CJ the Champ, all these big names, they are master architects, but they've been forced to build their palaces on land owned by Toei, by Shueisha, by corporations that see their art not as transformative, but as theft. I have watched many people, myself included, lose all these copyright claims and all this stuff just because they want to include a clip, a snippet, or something of that variety. The very things that make them magnetic, the long, visually rich clipped, the unapologetic tone, the culturally specific slang, are the same things that build a glass ceiling so low you can feel it scraping your scalp. And the pigeonhole they're in is a gilded cage lined with the love for their audience, but with the bars made of pure, unbreakable expectation. When you blow up as the guy who gives the hood take on One Piece, well, that's what your audience demands. To the senseis, there's two senseis actually. There's this sensei, then there's the other sensei. There's two senseis. I don't know why. Same exact name. Running out of names? I don't know why. I really don't grasp that. I know one of the. I did an interview with one of the other senseis. I did an interview with one of them. I just want to point that out. I spoke to the guy. Cool dude. Light skin, I believe. Great guy. Don't really know what's going on. But when you become that hood anime guy, you become that forever. They didn't subscribe to you. They subscribe to the delivery system. See, people question why I make my content the way that I do. Where are your cuts and your edits and all this other stuff? And I chaptered the video. That's all you get. That's really all you're going to get from me. I'm not going to lie to you. That's all you're going to get. Because you got to be here for me. I got to be able to make content that I can make endlessly. And I don't want to get burnt out. If I put all these cuts and edits and all this other stuff and things of that variety, these captions are auto-generated. These are CapCut captions. I use CapCut to make these captions. That's what I did. I'm not going to go crazy style or do anything that is outside of who I am. I speak well. I'm going to use that to propel me because I speak well. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be the guy that has crazy takes and says whatever I feel like. And if people stick around for that, then it'll work. If they don't, then whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. But still, I got a job. I'm here for it. And that's the issue. People want the lens, not the person behind it. The moment you try to pivot and talk about a live action show or discuss politics to build a multipolar identity that could, sustain your career, your audience evaporates. I've noticed there's CJ the Champ specifically has tried to do gaming content. And you witness this with a lot of creators. One specific example is Lenar. Lenar is a comedy YouTube channel. He does black comedy, anime-centric stuff. And he's trying to pivot to gaming, and it didn't do that well. I'm not sure how he's doing financially, but it didn't do that well. Caleb City has a channel called Caleb City PvP, which is right there, you can see. That channel, not the best. It's great. I love watching him speak. It's amazing to talk to him. Not a lot of people in his Twitch chat, but pivoting from either a comedy or hood anime, it's such a ridiculous task because people now don't get what they came for. You have a lot more eyes on you, but the eyes aren't really focused on you, are they? That's the issue. You built a trap brand, phenomenally successful at one thing and utterly incapable of doing anything else. You can do the other things. You probably want to play horror games or other things. People such as Tony Statovici or Statovoci. I don't know how to say your last name, dude. I don't know. If you watch this video, I don't know how to say your last name. I don't know how to say it. Tony, whatever your name is. I don't know. You got good hair. He can do whatever he wants to because he pivoted everywhere. He just does what he feels like. He can bring in consistent views. He can post daily about whatever he feels like and do good. RDC, when they started not doing skits, that's why you see them post more on their other channel as opposed to their main channel. They're trying to diversify. You become a creative prison where the warden is the very community that cheers you on. Here, I'm going to pocket watch for a moment here if I could. So let me pocket watch. This is going to sound crazy, but I think I make more money than these YouTube commentators, these hood anime YouTubers who make significantly more subscribers. They have more subscribers. I don't want to say making more subscribers. They have more subscribers than me. So if we look at I'm Kevin's, this Social Blade, I like to even it out. I say mid-range. So this is what they're saying he makes. I want you to look at that. Not that much. That's because, you know, naturally he makes a big video, gets 1 million views, and then it dies down for a while because it costs them a lot to make that video, whether it be time, editing, or something of that variety. If we look at Huncho, boom, right there. We look at CJ the Champ. So they're basically relying on sponsors. And sponsors aren't going to actually take up a lot of your stuff. That's going to suck. But then, here comes the worst part about this, despite the fact that I'm pocket watching you as well, Rap So Pretty. Watching everybody. Yeah, I'm looking at all of you. Look at you, Caleb City. Probably not making that much money on mostly sponsors. But then besides sponsors or ad revenue, there's the thing that actually is going to get them destroyed. There's the guillotine of copyright. Currently, I'm working on a video that is 3 hours of recording footage that is a 2B Hero X video. I have tried to use GIFs. I have tried to use small clips. I can only use still images from the show to illustrate my points. That is how I'm making the video. Because copyright hangs over every upload every time I try to do that. I can only imagine the danglement, the shifting of scenes, the mirroring that they have to do for every single upload. It's a silent sword dangling by the thread on corporate whim. The way these channels operate, relying on long, unedited clips, re-uploaded visuals, and entire scenes to build their comedic and narrative rhythm, it's a flagrant violation of fair use. That's what it is. That's how the platforms and the corporations define it. That's how they do it. It doesn't matter how transformative the commentary is. They're building their house on someone else's land, and a landlord has a bulldozer on speed dial. All it takes is one licensing sweep, one corporate intern having a bad day, one DMCA purge, and proof. Years of work, a vast video catalog, an entire community vanish into the digital ether. There is no appeal. There is no legacy. It's not just demonetization. I'm not just pocket watching. I'm talking about the digital erasure, the complete and total annihilation of your creative footprint. So these channels are playing with fire deeply. And they probably didn't even think about that when they were making a channel. Probably saw the views coming in, probably thinking to themselves, oh, this is going to be great. This is good. One channel I want to highlight that is really good is Sensible Sand. Sensible Sand does these amazing fight breakdowns of these shows. It's Dragon Ball Z. He's really good at it. He's amazing. I also want to point out that I forgot the name of the channel, and I'm not going to find it because I'm doing this off the cuff of my head. I'm really not going to find this. It's a guy who uses only video games that have a game adaptation, which is really smart. He did all the Storm games, and he did all the fights in the Storm games, and he's doing fine. He's doing great. I think he's at like 70,000 subscribers, but every video he makes, he can make it in about a day because he's using video game stuff. Really good. There's also another guy, Molori, Mollowery. He's really good with his stuff too. There's a lot of content creators that do this specific branded content, by the way. I could go all day listing them, but the most profound loss in all this is the linguistic and cultural art form itself. Hood anime commentary is one of the most unique and vibrant dialects to emerge in modern digital culture. The use of AAVE, the crash out energy, the D1 hater analysis, the barbershop meets Twitter meets spoken word delivery. It's creating voice in an ecosystem that mass produces content. They are poets of the pixel, and the system's response to it is to treat their poetry as an EULA violation, and it sucks. The algorithm, that cold, unfailing God, doesn't reward cultural innovation, it rewards IP compliance and sponsor-friendly palatability. So the most bland, inoffensive, corporately digestible channels soar. Mr. Beast, I'm looking at you. You just soar. While the most culturally significant ones are throttled, shadow banned, and left to scrape for pennies. I wish they could work together with these companies to build something of that variety to maybe promote the show. That'd be good, because the only way I found Scissor 7 is through I'm Kevin. The only reason I watched Windbreaker is through I'm Kevin. The only reason I check out a lot of shows is by watching these little reviews that they have, and they're really, really good. So I'm going to review it a little bit about the Magician's Trick. You know that sponsorship that I put in this video about free cash and all that stuff? Every time someone signs up, I get $6. So if 1,000 of you sign up, that's $6,000. Literally, that's amazing. If 1,000 of you guys sign up to that thing, I get $6,000. You don't even have to play the games. You just got to sign up. That's it. That's how a lot of sponsors work. Sponsors are the theoretical life raft, but the water is filled with sharks who don't speak the language. Brands don't understand the cadence. They get nervous at the tone. They can't quantify the vibe. So these creators remain trapped in an ecosystem of organic, passionate virality that translates into basically zero financial stability. They pour 40 hours into a masterfully edited long form video that gets millions of views and earns them less than a corporate shill reading a script for a VPN. That's it. That's it. That's it. I think I got a million views on the video where I talked about how I got Bloods and Chris to play D&D. I made $1,213 from that. That was 1.5 million views. There was no edits in there, nothing crazy. Just me explaining a moment in my life where a horrible thing happened to me. That's what happened there. That's it. That's it. The system is engineered to punish authenticity and reward blandness. That's it. These creators are operating as artists in a space that secretly requires a law degree. Making hood anime content is like building a magnificent, intricate cathedral on a tectonic fault line. The ground might hold for years, giving you a false sense of security, but the eventual quake is inevitable. And when it comes, you don't just lose the cathedral, you lose the very land it stood on, your channel, your community, your entire digital identity obliterated. And the final, cruelest cut is the advice you have to give, the warning you have to whisper, the warning I have to whisper. Don't become a hood anime YouTuber. It's accurate, it's practical, but it's a tragedy. Because this lane shouldn't have to die. It should be the foundation of new, more vibrant, more authentic forms of criticism. That's what it should be. It should be entertainment. But evolution requires oxygen, and YouTube's atmosphere is pure poison. See anything raw, rhythmic, and culturally textured? What looks from the outside like a vibrant, aspirational community is from the inside a pipeline to creative burnout, legal purgatory, and deep financial ruin. So I watched these channels, not just as a fan, but as a mourner at a wake that was happening in slow motion. I see the brilliance, the charisma, the sheer art of it all. I see cathedrals being built from lightning, but I also see the storm clouds gathering on the horizons, the ones that will inevitably wipe the blueprint clean. I can see it. I respect their talent with every fiber of my being, but I mourn the scaffolding they were never giving. And until this digital world learns to value a fiery original voice over a sake compliant whisper, I don't know why in God's gracious, delicious, saggy ballsack that I just simply messed up the words that I was saying. I don't know what happened there. My teeth end up shattering upon my tongue, and it felt like a bit of a tempo going crazy as if I was yo-yoing every word. That was psychotic. Wow, that was crazy. These creators will remain what they are now. Just gonna go right back into my words. The most brilliant and shortest lived meteors in our cultural sky, burned out by not by a lack of talent, but by the unforgiving architecture of the stage they were forced to perform on. Wow, I sound so crazy. I am listening to myself speak. I want to point this out. When I speak, it is just a flow of just knobblegock, just boom, boom, boom. I don't know where my sentences end sometimes. Golly, I just be saying words. Listen, look at me. Look at me. This is an intervention. Me, you, we got something to say. One of my glasses back on because these two ring lights are messing up my eyes and they burn a little bit actually. Thank God I have these sunglasses. Oh my God. How do you do it, guys? How do you do it? It hurts so bad. Your voice is not the liability. Your voice is the treasure. The rhythm in your cadence, the poetry in your slang, the way you can turn a shonen power up into a sermon on personal growth. That's alchemy. And I'm not talking about Full Metal Shadow, Edward Eric, boom. That's your power. But you've chained that power to a sinking ship. The problem was never the flavor, slap your mama seasoning. No, it was the plate you served it on. It's paper. I know paper plates go crazy, but we gotta get something better. You built your palace on rented land in a flood zone. And the landlord is coming with a nuke. That's what you've done. So I'm not here to evac or mourn. I'm going to take you on a journey on what you should do because I've had to deal with it and I've helped a few people out. So I thought I'd make this video, at least this section, on how to actually make money as a hood anime YouTuber. Get ready, because this is the part of the video that actually matters. All right, step 1. Your first mission, you gotta create soul surgery on your own content. You gotta separate your voice from the visuals. People don't follow you for the One Piece clips. They follow you for the way you make One Piece feel like a parable from your block. They come for the lens, not the landscape. So start speaking the language of anime without using its dictionary. Stop recapping Attack on Titan. Start telling stories about betrayal that hit with that Eren Yeager energy. Don't show Goku powering up. Talk about unlocking your own Super Saiyan when you finally quit that dead-end job. Huh? Your ex didn't leave you. She pulled an Itachi. Huh? Oh, no. Think about that. Claimed it was for your own good while burning your whole world down. You are a translator between two worlds. The visceral reality of lived experience and the epic symbolism of anime. Stop being a subtitlist. Become the god of your own mythology. One person that does this significantly well, and I mean this with every fiber of my being, is Daquan Wiltshire. He does it immaculately. Probably the best in the business at doing it. That's the best way I can describe it. Step 2, biggest part. You gotta build your own visual language. See, the copyright trap exists because you're borrowing someone else's vocabulary. It's time to create your own. This is where you go from commentator to creator, because that's what you want to be, I'm sure. First step is the avatar route. This is going to be crazy. Just get a VTuber model or a custom avatar. That animated version of you to deliver your signature hood philosophy without ever risking a copyright strike. It becomes your brand, a character that can outlive you, be merchandised, and exist in original animations. Boom. You can even put it next to other characters that are also fan-made. Hire some artists in that variety. Don't waste a lot of money, by the way, and don't use AI. I'm watching you. Do not use AI. So, then there's the motion graphics route. Team up with a hungry animator, or get a green screen. Get a green screen. Or find a motion graphics artist. There's so many on Fiverr. Create your own iconic, stylized visuals. Instead of using a clip of Luffy punching a celestial dragon, maybe commission a short, slick animation of your original character doing the same thing. It's more work, but it's yours. And you can talk about it in vivid detail. You can stretch it out for 8 minutes. I've seen people do it. It's an asset, not a liability. And that can be the stinger opening for your channel. You can use this in merch and things of that variety. It can be good. It can be fun. Have the Celestial Dragon be your boss. Remember the step when I was talking about your stories? That's good. Now, animation costs a lot. Just want to point that out. If you don't want to show your face and you don't want to do that, and you're scared to show your face, I'm seeing Zephyr show his face a lot more. I'm watching you, Zephyr. You're doing pretty good. So there's that. There's also the collective route. So stop being a one-man army. You're a general. Form a creative collective, the Hood Anime Syndicate. Because I know a lot of you all do the literal same exact content. And some of you are funnier than other ones. But not everybody wants to see the other ones. You know what I mean? You bring the voice, bring in an editor, a writer, and a character designer, pull resources. Now when a copyright strike hits one format, you have 3 others to fall back on. You become a multi-headed hydra that the system can't decapitate. Now I don't know if you guys actually already know each other, but you guys got to get more tight, like genuinely more tight. Because I know people hate waiting. I'm looking at you, CJ the Champ. We hate waiting. I'm specifically talking about CJ the Champ. I hate waiting for your videos. They're great. They're amazing. I love them. The editing is outstanding. But God, it takes so long. Oh my goodness. This is the hardest part because it's the most difficult because it requires your audience to stop actually watching you for free. Monetize your mind. The ad-based model is a rigged game. You need to build your own economy. Even I have a Patreon. I make $120 a month, mind you. Pretty good. I think it's great. That is groceries. Well, half my groceries. That's really good. The Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Don't just offer early access. Offer access to your process. Hood philosophy breakdowns. Versions of your best commentary. Script writing workshop. Something like that. Make your patrons investors in your creative independence. Digital products. You don't just have fans. You have disciples. They want to sound like you. Think like you. Sell a cadence course. An ebook on how to write commentary or rhythm, a pack of your signature sound effects and ad-libs for other creators. You're not just selling merch, you're selling a piece of your methodology, and that could be profitable. I know I'm giving you advice on how to sell stuff to people, and regular people are like, is this what happens? Is this what they do? Yes. You've cracked the code. Brands are desperate for authenticity. Offer your services as a cultural translator. Teach corporate marketers how to speak to your generation. Message companies back, without being cringe tell them to do that. It might feel like you're selling out, but you gotta learn how to make money. You gotta make money. You have to make money. It's the most important thing. You gotta make money. Now, if you don't want to do any of the things I said before, this one's important. You can retrain your audience. Do not abandon your audience. Your community is your greatest asset. To my community watching this, hey guys, please subscribe. I'm watching you. You ain't gotta watch any of my other videos. Just click subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the more leverage I have against companies that give me more sponsors that allow me to click closer to Raid Shadow Legends. And the day I get Raid Shadow Legends is the day I become a true YouTuber. That's when I'll be happy. That'll make my day. Go ahead, just watching you. I'm looking at you. I'm having dinner with your mom right now. She says you're not doing good in school and you should do your dishes and you need to get the water bottles off your desk. Get the water bottles off your desk. Get the what? Hey. Thank you. Have no footage Fridays. Make it an event. A challenge. Can I still go crazy without a single clip? Bet. Prove to them that the magic was always in you. Be transparent. Make a video titled, Why I'm Leaving Anime Clips Behind. Something like that. You know what I mean? That might ruin your channel, actually. But you can explain the copyright trap. Show them the DMCA strikes. Make them understand this isn't a betrayal, it's a strategic retreat to a higher ground. Bring them on the journey. Let them feel like they're part of the rebellion. But I do want to point this out. You already know the average person's an idiot, right? You know that, right? This is the content creators. This is actually everybody. Average person's dumb. You want the fun visuals on screen. You want to see something cool. Look at my nails. Go ahead, look at them. Look at that. See those colors? Hard to see right there. See that? Boom. There goes your fun visual. Isn't that good? You wanna see something fun on screen? I wanna see Naruto punching Sasuke. I wanna see Goku powering up. I can't look. I need my Subway Surfers on screen. Well, here you go. Happy with your Subway Surfers? Happy. I had to open up Subway Surfers and play that before I made this video to get that clip. I played that on my phone. I screen captured that. That was so. I don't like playing Subway Surfers. It's such a brain rot game. It's so brain rotted. It's just. Ooh, it makes me, I don't even know, it just pisses me off. Many of you have done this. I've done this. I have a second channel called Saros Live, by the way. You can do this. Build your bunker. The main channel is the front line, where you experiment, be brilliant, but you need a safe, boring backup channel where you talk about your life. This is where you can post the brand safe, sponsor-friendly content, calm, thoughtful videos about your creative journey, mental health, life advice. It's your content 401k. If you don't know what a 401k is, I'm not going to explain 401ks, dude. I'm not going to do that. It might not get the same views, but it builds a stable. One thing that's important is I want you to look at, this is so important, Penguins Zero, critical. I want you to look at him. He releases a video every single day. No editing. Basically no editing. Just him talking to people. That's it. That's what I want my channel to be. That's it. That's what I want. I don't want to edit. Maybe I'll stand for a few videos, like I edited this video a bit, but still, that would be good. That would be good. But this isn't about abandoning what you made. This is about preserving it. You are a flame. Right now, you're burning someone else's wood to stay alive. I'm telling you to go find your own forest. The goal is not to be the best hood anime channel. The goal is to become a creative empire that just so happens to been born from that world. Be the one built. Built. The word sounds fake. You ever say a word over again? It sounds fake. Built, burnt, builda, booba, build-a-bear, boobas, Teletubbies, the big Teletubbies. So, anyways, be the one who built the ark before the flood. Be the one who turned a reaction channel into an animation studio. Be the one who owns their own voice, their visuals, and their future. Don't be just a meteor. No. Become a constellation. Permanent. Owned. Yours. Anyways, guys, I have a Patreon if you guys want to subscribe. It's $1 a month and you get nothing. period. It just helps me pay for things and inspires me to make more videos with this quality and this variety. That would be great. I'd really appreciate it. It'd be fun if you could do that for me. Regular videos still coming out. It's probably 2 videos getting posted a day. There's a video every day at 7 o'clock. This is short, and a video every day at 4 o'clock. It might be this video. I'm not quite sure exactly how that's going to work or operate. I don't really know. But, yeah. If you are a hood anime content creator, you somehow stumbled upon this video thinking I was going to talk mess about you or going to talk crap about you, I'm not going to do that. That's not how I operate. That's not how my brain works. I'm here to speak to you directly. I'm here speaking to your brain, your membrane, your eye. I'm the mitochondria and the powerhouse of the cell. And I want to tell you this. You got to stop using clips of cell and turn them into power. You got to stop doing that. Cell Dorado, you got to stop doing that. Maybe react to fan animations. That could also work too. You ever considered that, using fan animations? That'd be fun, because fan animations are pretty much free ground. You could do that. Or maybe fan movies. There's so many things you could do in that variety. I would recommend, there's no hood Five Nights at Freddy's things going around. That'd be good. Poppy Playtime? Hood Poppy Playtime reactions, maybe? Could do that. Bring in a whole new thing. Maybe even get monetized more, because it's a video game technically. That'd be fun. Probably get to 1 million subscribers doing that. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I'm just gonna stand here for a second. Hey. You know what I hate? People that clap when they get off the plane. My worst thing on the planet. I despise them with my whole chest. I wish I could just take a pile driver to their skull and eviscerate them. They are the worst thing to ever exist in this landscape. Why are you clapping? This is a trained professional in this guy. He spent years in aviary school, whatever that may be. He may be a bird himself. I'm not really sure why he would be doing that, but he spent years just floating through the sky. And you just came and said, wow, you did so good. I'm so proud of you. You disgust me. You are a horrible person. Put cream cheese on a grilled cheese sandwich, please. Just try it out once. Just one time. One time. I know what you're thinking. Cream cheese? Yuck. No, you're thinking of sour cream. I've now discovered that whenever I say cream cheese, you're thinking of the taste of sour cream. You put cream cheese on a bagel, which is bread. You can put cream cheese on toast, and it would taste fantastic. I'm sure you can do that. You can just do that. You put cream cheese in mac and cheese to make it creamier. Did you know that? If you're not doing that, your mac and cheese probably sucks. Bad. That's the point. If you're just using regular cheese, put some cream cheese in there. It will improve your mac and cheese game tenfold. Promise you it would. Don't wash chicken. Just don't do it. You just spread bacteria and salmonella to everything, contaminating it. You're making osmosis Jones everywhere. It's just disgusting. Don't do that. Get some rest, dude. Okay, I'm done rambling. I got all the thoughts I wanted to get out. Bye. Or did I? No, I did. I'm out. Bye. Bye.
I'm your Nick and Night, be my Laurel. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free.